Hello dear viewers, this is George from Ireland. The first time I've invested in a selfie stick. You can't see it even though I changed the angle. A lot easier. So I have to speak quite close to the camera. There's no directional microphone here. Look into the lens, George, that's it. Here I'm in Milan, Italy. So welcome once again, dear viewers. So some key points about Milan and tourism here. Well, it's the second largest city in Italy. It's the major city of northern Italy. As you know, it's synonymous with fashion. You know that, right, said Fred Sock, New York and Milan, wherever else he mentions. So people always think of it as a pricey city, but in a way that's a little misleading, since yes, certain hotels are expensive, or property is, and certain places you might dine or shop are, but really it can be very affordable to visit here. There are some hotels which are not costly at all. I just stayed in a room for €50 per night. It was a 4-star hotel. That's what it called itself. I got it on booking. It was a last-minute thing. Here I am at Milan, Stazione Centrale. Well, probably can't find the date for you here, but built in 1930. This is the port of arrival, as it were, for many people who come overland. Of course, there are 3 airports. Malpensa, where I'm about to go, is quite far out, at least a 45-minute journey by bus or train. There's Orio del Serio, which is also quite far out. That's where the cheapest flights go. Linate is quite close in, but it tends to be the priciest. Okay, so things to see. There's Il Duomo, that's the cathedral, which is right in the heart of the city, as you'd expect. The second largest church on earth. You can pay to go up to the top of it. Expect airport-style security going in. And there are all sorts of shopping arcades around there. There's Il Teatro alla Scala, the theatre at the ladder, which is an opera house, perhaps Italy's most renowned opera house. Dates back to the 18th century. It was extensively reconstructed in 2003. If you're a football fan, you'll know there are a couple of stadia here. So you're either Rosso Nero or Bianco Nero. Between the two teams, AC Milan and Inter Milan. There's a deadly rivalry between them. Doesn't seem that really different parts of the city support the different teams. Okay, Castello Sforza, a bit further south in the city. There are a number of lovely parks, there are art galleries, there's a diocesan museum, there's a natural history museum. So it does offer quite a lot to the tourist. And as you can see, there's some very handsome 19th century architecture, things that go back a little bit later than that. There are a number of art galleries. So yeah, you could keep yourself entertained here for several days. It's very flat. They're public bikes to rent, so very suitable for cycling. You need to register to do that. You can't simply show up and do it. What else can I say? So Milan, highly recommended. I wouldn't give it a week, but it's a good jumping off point if you wish to visit other cities in northern Italy. We're quite far from the coast. We're a little bit closer to the French side. Might learn the Lombardo dialect, which has borrowed some words from French. Anyway, you can see this monumental architecture from the fascist era. Say what you like about totalitarians. Genocide is not on, but they do build some very imposing buildings. You can see those gigantic figures at the top. What are they supposed to be? Oh yes, horses, and there's a chap holding the horse. If I had time to go inside, I'd show you. They've got an image of Mussolini commanding the troops at Vittorio Veneto, their victory in the First World War. Actually, he was only a private then, and he wounded someone himself with his own grenade. But anyway, they've removed the bit, the plaque that would be his face in this big mural, I suppose it is, because he has to be dishonored these days. Alright, that's it for Milan for the moment. You can see behind me some soldiers on Operazione Strade Sicure, Operation Safe Streets. So don't feel too worried. They're mostly interested in guarding each other, cultivating their designer stubble and posing, thumbs thrust into their belt loops. That's all for the moment. Goodbye.